Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Christian and welcome back to another RF Online PlayPark video. We're now back in the Desolation server and this is the Korra Alliance. So I'm now playing with my Korra Mage and we're just waiting for the pit boss to respawn and it's just in time. So for today, the Neo Nexus 2 server has already been up for I think a couple of days. So, well, I have a character there for those who are asking, but I'm choosing to focus more on the Desolation server, mainly because of the pit bosses. Okay, so we are now taking down the Frenzy Ratmoth pit boss here in the Korra HQ. Basically, you just drop your best skills and you can eventually take it down without any hard time. So I like to use just a 40% bust potion and you just spam your skills. So anyway, just press M in your keyboard and you can open the map. I am here in the Hunter Cave. This is where the Frenzy Ratmoth usually responds, and like I said in my previous video about pit bosses, just check it out. These pit bosses, especially these three pit bosses in the HQ of all races, okay? There's also a Frenzy Ratmoth in Korra and Bellato. Just find them in your respective HQs. So they respawn every 4 hours, so in the RF PlayPark server time, I noticed that it responds every 12. The hour is 12, for example, and the minute is like 11. So 12:11, and it will respawn again after 4 hours. So the next respawn will be 4:11, and then 8, and then 12 again. And this is hopefully you can get LMs. Okay, so just press X, and it's also good. If you want, you can just press Alt, but there's no one here to steal my loot, so let's just check out what we can. Okay, so if there's no LMs, don't worry about it. After a few pit bosses, eventually you will be able to loot some LMs. So I didn't get any from that. It is fine. So let's move on to the next pit boss in the HQ. Oh yeah, the Splinter Rex. So if you check your system message, it's here. Press T and press this button here. Make sure your system message is checked so you can see if a pit boss responds and if someone already killed it. So next up, we're still in Hunter Cave, but it's outside of it. We're going to take down the Splinter Rex, which is found somewhere here. Okay, just jog for a few minutes. So yeah, this is actually good if there's a new server who just went up. You can do what you want, like farm and take down pit bosses without anyone messing with you. So this is the Splinter Rex. It's almost the same element. It's fire also. So and just drop your skills. Eventually you'll be able to take this pit boss down. And it will be faster if you can use some other attack potions, like I have here the 55% attack premium pots from the cash shop. They're on sale now, so it costs like 100 cash points. If you want, you can buy some of these. In my case, I don't use them because after a few minutes I can already kill them with a 40% bust, which is free from the numerous artifact. So if you're Bellato or Acretia, just loot these bust potions from your respective artifacts that respawns every 2 hours. Okay, so as you can see, this Splinter Rex is going down easily. I think, well, in my opinion, this is the second weakest hit boss in the HQ, so it's almost like the Frenzy Ratmoth. It's easy to kill. Oops. Use your burst or bust potion. Some people would also like to loot using the space bar, so it depends on what you like. So there, and you can also try to zoom in, check if there are elementals there. I'm guessing there's none. Okay, so we'll just loot these, because I think the other day, or just yesterday, I was pit bossing the same pit bosses, and I got an elemental attack ring. So, wow, lucky. Sometimes you're not gonna get anything, but it's okay. It's nice to get, especially T3 gems or high gems. These are good. Just keep doing killing pit bosses. Eventually, you'll get a lot of these for upgrading. So now we can move on to the third pit boss, the WarBeast kin in Korra HQ, and it respawns somewhere here in the Dark Plane. So fortunately, no one else is taking these pit bosses aside from me. I noticed that ever since the Neo Nexus server went up. So everyone else is playing there. I have actually basically almost all of the pit bosses here in Korra HQ. I have it all by myself. So let's look for it. It responds somewhere here, and it's also helpful for you to look at the radar if there's a huge blip. Okay, there it is. WarBeast kin. So it's the same. It's fire element. So just drop all of your skills there. Is a little tougher than the previous pit bosses, but it should drop no problem. Oh yes, and for my gears, I am using 2 pieces, 25-20 attack def amulets. Oops. 2 pieces, 25 attack ring. I have an attack wing +1. My helmet is a level 55 +4. And I have a +5 Saint Staff, level 65. So with these gears, I can take down these pit bosses in the HQ easily. For the settlement, I can also take down some, but I have a hard time, especially with the Anabola in the numerous stockade, and pit bosses like Brutal Rex are hard. So I can't take them down by myself. So maybe if this Archmagus is a summoner, I can take them down by myself. But with this Archmagus, I have a hard time. Okay. Okay, so we are halfway. Let's just kill this pit boss. Okay. So the reason why I'm using mostly AoE spells, the area of effects spells, is, well, as you notice, there are like guards surrounding the main pit boss, so I try to take them out also, because for some pit bosses, the mobs around them would heal the main pit boss, so you want to kill them too. And as you know or may not know, AoE skills have a higher chance of hitting a critical attack or hitting a critical chance. They have a high critical chance. So if your attack is a critical attack, it's higher. The damage is higher. That's what we're going for. That's why we're using mostly AoE spells. Okay, so we are almost done. Okay, so we are done, and I think that's around 10 minutes or less. So give or take 10 minutes, you can take down the three main pit bosses in the Korra HQ. So if you're a Krisha, I think a gunner would be able to take these down. For Bellato, I'm not sure if maybe the Archmagus can also do what the Magus, I think that's what it's called. So you can also take down these pit bosses by yourself. I'm not sure with Bellato. So if you're doing a lot of pit bosses and you're Bellato, just comment down what class do you think is best for pit boss hunting solo. Okay. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. That is the end. I'll just go to the other settlements later to take down those other pit bosses. So my name is Christian, and see you again next time. Don't forget to subscribe for more RF Online videos. Goodbye.